Can you tell old Johnny's got a case of the Mondays here? Good Lord. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Craps with John. Sorry about the bad start there. It's been a bad start. Actually, was it a bad start or is it a bad ending or is it the right ending for a bad weekend? I'm not sure what it is today, but boy, some negative energy in John's house. Here we go. Yeah, ugly weekend of football. Eagles got trounced. The Seahawks looked like crap. Mariners didn't get Ohtani. Well, they weren't going to get Ohtani, but the Mariners, you know me, I'm dual citizen, right? Philly and Seattle, and both my football teams got destroyed. The Mariners have decided that they're going to become the Oakland A's. They are I think the fourth or fifth top grossing or top net income revenue team in the majors. And they're deciding to do a fire sale and not sign anybody and decided to be in the toilet this year. So I think I'm basically done with them. I'm just like, that kind of a weekend, right? The Mariners had declared themselves as being crap. The Eagles showed their true colors this weekend. The Seahawks, we always knew they weren't very good. And this morning on my daily Paycheck show, I lost my shit. Had a bad session and just completely flipped out. So it's cool. It's live TV and that's what it's all about. But all that said, good morning and happy Monday. Off to hopefully a start of a good week. I think we're gonna have a good week on the show. We'll have a good week in general. Yeah, got some stuff happening. Let's go and chat about what's going on in the world here. First things first, reminder of the cruise, right? The Harmony of the Seas Dice Cruise in April. It's a week-long cruise. My company, Premier Hosting, is putting the event on. So we've got a number of rooms available if you want to go and hang out with me and Howard Rock and Roller and Don and Michael Feldman and the gang. Come on out. I'm working hard. To get the southern contingent of our community out there, like Alfredo and Waylon and Ed and Ken and all the guys who I know live in Texas, Bird Dog and VJ Sarge, that guy. Let's get y'all out here. And who else is down there? Who am I missing? It's from Texas. I know there's El Toro's in Texas. I think I'm missing somebody else. I can't remember. It's escaping me who it is. I can see his logo. But yeah, let's get the Southern group out there for sure. And anybody else, right? Just make it a fun trip. So my first cruise ever should be a ton of fun. So come on out. And if you want to get a hold of me, There's my number, 702-518-6442. Drop me a text or a phone call at some point today. And let's just do it. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. What is next for us today to talk about? I actually got to give this, give a shout out to some people, right? So first of all, Alfredo, Arnell, from Dice Grinders, Corey, Sith Lord, Wisco 330 Inside, and a few others are over in Chicago for the weekend. And I'm not sure we caught Alfredo's quick little live he did. They tore a table up. I mean, they all won like $6,000-$7,000 each. I don't know. I think Corey threw the 2 ATSs or something. They destroyed a table. Really, really cool. So good for them. And that's why you have meetups, right? Like sometimes you get a bunch of guys together that can do it. And not only do you make some money, but you have a great time. And what a great story for them, right? Now they got this story forever where they like I said, when I was in Reno and me and the Hawaiian crap shooter team tore up a table, it's such a cool feeling when your group goes and has one of those nights, and they had one. So that's fantastic. So good for them. Congratulations, all you guys. Yeah. What else is happening? Tomorrow night, John, Patrick, myself, and Garrison. I'm going to be on Garrison's show. He does that So You Want to Be a Gambler show. And he always has John Patrick on, usually does. If you don't know, John Patrick is one of the first, professional gamblers that put books out and that kind of thing. I learned a lot from him. He's one of the legends to me, I would say. Learned a lot from him growing up. And I think, his videos and books, the discipline that you get from studying that kind of stuff has saved me so much money, right, over the years. Yeah. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting to talk to John. John's like 93. He's in not the greatest of health. Of course, you're 93 years old. You can't be. But yeah, get to talk to him a little bit, get to ask him some questions, get to, just kind of, thank him in person. So that'll be kind of cool. That's tomorrow night. on Garrison's channel. I'll put a link out on our community tab tonight, so you know where that is. It should be a fun one. I'm looking forward to meeting and talking to John. And Garrison said, I'm just going to stay out of the way and let you guys talk. So that'll be really cool. I can't wait for that. The other big announcement, though, is this. And I put up here, good riddance, Ken. Fucking Ken. My buddy, Ken. Here's his mug. Ken Knows Gambling. There it is. There's his logo. Ken is a good friend of mine. Ken and I go back, right? We go back to when his channel very first started. And there's something about Ken that I just like. You know what I mean? It's not... you know, how do I say this right? He's just got this no BS attitude about him, right? From day one, I'm like, this dude is never going to give me any fluff. No fluff out of Ken ever, right? Ken was always a straight shooter. He plays the games that he plays in the same way. He's got his 4 or 5 ways of playing craps. He's got his 2 or 3 ways of playing roulette and baccarat. That's it. You know what I mean? And, you know, he may rub some people the wrong way, and that sucks. I know he's decided to stop his channel. He's gonna go away from YouTube, and he said in his video that, you know, he just ain't having fun anymore. It's just not fun for him anymore. Reading negative comments, I can tell you from experience, from all you guys that have channels, it ain't fun reading negative comments. To some degree, I'm lying. It's fun because if you're stirring up emotion in somebody, that's good, right? When it becomes ugly is when it becomes a little bit heavy, you know? And, you know, I think Ken feels like, and I feel this to some degree too, like we've said it all. Like I've done how House Edge works 5 different times. I've done how Don't Pass Odds work 5 different times. And those of you who are regulars with me know it, right? You've seen me do these videos and I teach all that stuff, but I got to remember, and we all have to remember that there's always new people in the group, right, that are joining up and they're watching for the first time. So to them, it's always new. So this show here is kind of a light, it's heavy teaching sometimes, but it's lighter in terms, let's just do some fun new stuff. Anyway, I'm going to miss the hell out of Ken. I joke, you know, good riddance, Ken. I miss Ken. I love Ken. I think Ken brought something to YouTube different. He brought a different style to it and a different attitude to it. And, he never bullshitted anybody, you know. So, and a reminder of Ken. You know, Ken is a John Patrick disciple as well. You know, discipline, money management, be fearless in your ability to walk away from a table. And you know, he'll tell you don't try and be a pro gambler, and the best bet is not to make one. That's Ken's advice, and I think that's good advice for everybody, right? We're not here trying to make a living at this. We're out here trying to have some fun and have fun and not get killed at the same time. That's kind of the thing. So I will miss Ken like the Dickens on YouTube. I will still talk to Ken all the time. So he's a great guy. And I consider him a good friend. I really do. I love him like a brother. He's just a good Christian guy. And I think if you're ever bored, go back and watch some of Ken's videos. If you liked what happened to me this morning on my show, you'll love what Ken does on his show because that guy's as real as it gets. So what else is happening here? We're working on discipline this week. And I'm going to start a new series on gambling in 2024, January. We're going to basically on this show, I'm going to re-kick things off in January with a brand new kind of from zero to hero kind of a thing, where I want to take like we talked about me writing a book at some point, right? I want to start taking those steps. Like let's put videos out that are in an order that talk about some of these basics. So anyway, there it is. What is going on here? I'm looking at the chat. Let's see. Gargoyle's got something to say. Gargoyle is talking about my throws this morning. He said, if I'm going to do a strategy, the DI are random. Yeah, you're right. And I hear you here. This is an important point. And actually, let's move ahead. Let me get to it because you're bringing up what happened on my show this morning. The Storm today, we're 7-4. Okay. 3 of the losses were small, right? $150, $200, and one, you know, twice I think I ran out of time, once, whatever. Today I got hammered. Today was ugly. Today, and I'll show you what happened to me today in a minute, but we lost like $700 today. It was brutal. And I was swearing, I was throwing shit, and it was just not a great day. And Gargoyle says, aside if I can do my strategy, it's a DI or random. No self-respecting DI plays a don't on himself. Okay. I'm far from a DI. Let's get that straight. And for you and everybody else, right? There's no way I'm a DI, right? I'm I might be worse than random. I don't know. I'm getting there, right? I'm trying really hard to have some control over the dice, but I don't right now. But you're in theory, what you're saying is correct, right? You shouldn't be playing. Actually, you shouldn't be shooting the don't from yourself anyway, right? This strategy though is designed for a couple of things, right? It's designed for get me 3 hits and out, right? You know me, I'm all about time. Time at the table is the worst thing possible, right? Get me out quick. This one, set a point, give me 3 numbers and let me go home. That's all the strategy is, right? The don't pass is there just to give you the time to survive to get the 3 points and get out, the 3 numbers and get out. Like any strategy, you're going to catch bad rhythm. And every strategy, and I'm not going to be as simple to say every strategy wins, every strategy loses, because we know that. That should be a given in everybody's mind, right? You all know this. Every strategy can win, everyone can lose. It's about where the hole is, right? And if a strategy has multiple holes or not. Some of them have multiple holes. And how big is the hole, right? How big is your hole? If you're going to go 160 across with no don't pass, your hole is the 7 and your risk is 160, okay? In my case, right, what we're doing here, we're going 204 across, which is a lot of money. But our hole is the point, not the 7. We've decided to say, let's make the worst thing that can happen to us, throw in the 5. So 4 ways instead of 6 ways to get beat. So the hole, we've reduced the size of the hole, but to make that happen, you have to increase the size of the risk. So this strategy's got a lot of risk, 230 in risk on the point. It's for short term, right? Every roll that risk goes down if you can make them happen, right? And that's what it's designed for. So yeah, you're right, Gargoyle. You shouldn't be on the don't if you're DI. If you're going to be a right side player, you shouldn't be on the don't. I get it. This is a hybrid play. It's a very short term hybrid, 3-roll hybrid, and then your full right side. It's just to get the level set. And unfortunately today, this happened to me. Right, here's today's, I started today's show late because I took the outcomes here, right? Here's what we did today. We had the first shooter, right? Sets a point of 5, PSO, right? So in that case, the 7, the big odds saved us. The second shooter sets a point of 6, he gets 1 hit for $50 and then rolls a 7, right? Again, we're basically tied. In those two situations, you essentially are tied. The PSO wins you between $2 or $1 and $18, right? They're essentially a tie. The third shooter, PSOs again. So 3 times in a row, boom, 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 3 quick 7s in a row. And I'm like, okay, we're basically in a tie situation. It's not a big deal, okay? The next shooter comes up, he hits the point, he sets a point. We get our $50, which is great. And then we hit the point, which sucked. So you get 1 hit and then you're down 120, or actually you're down 120 plus 50, down 170. All right, so now we're here, come out 7, we lose another $50. The 6 gets set the point. We take 2 hits that time, which is great. Buckshot it. We're still at this point. We're still basically in the rack. I think at that point, I was tied. I think we might have been up $15 or $20 if I'd done a rack count. Then we hit the fan, right? We set a point of 10, buckshot. We hit a point of 8, 1 hit wonder. A point of 8, 1 hit wonder, and then we hit 4 6s in a row. Buckshot on the 6. We lose 230 and 230 in 2 consecutive shots. Come out 7, and then we PSO on the 10. And on the 4 or 10, there's not enough money out there to make it happen, right? The 4 and 10, the 7's a small loser for you. That was it. That was the worst possible scenario today. Everything that bad could happen with this strategy happened. We had a bunch of short 7s, right? Short rolls, which, yeah, that big odds is there to save you for that, but you don't make any money on those, right? We had a couple come out 7s, which not the end of the world, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times we hit the point today, right? If you look at the math on that, we're not that far off, right? We had 6 shooters miss the point. We had 5 shooters make the point. You should be 60-40, right? We should have been 6 and 4. We were 6 and 5. So you're essentially spot on random as that goes, right? And we had, let's see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shooters, right? Oh, I should not. 11 shooters, just about where we should be on points made, points missed. 11 shooters, 11 points get set, 2 come out 7, which also is just about where you expect to be, right? Maybe a little higher than it should be, right? That's 2 out of 12 come out rolls, two out of 12, 2 out of 13 come out rolls were sevens. So we're actually a little bit ahead of the game there on the come out sevens. Bad situation, right? And like I say all the time, with these strategies, where's the hole? It's the buckshot. Look how many there were today. We just nailed that thing today. Too many damn times. What is the goal? Get out quick. I always say time. Here, we never got all together. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times out of all those rolls today, 30 something rolls. We had 6 times where we got our 50 for 1. Everything else we would have made on the right side would have been on the pass line. Just worst rhythm possible, right, today. And let's go back a screen. The worst rhythm possible, I would say this would be like the nightmare scenario for this particular strategy. We still only lost $700 out of all that, right? The sevens and all, it all worked out, right? To where we still lost. We didn't get destroyed. It wiped out all of our profit that we had made on the strategy to this point, which makes me really angry. But it held its own. If you look at all those short rolls, the one hits and the PSOs, right? All of those shots, we held our own. We were even, giving ourselves a chance to get it done. We just never got it done today, and it's frustrating. And I get really mad out there. And, I say it all the time. This show is more, let me get down with you and teach. Let's talk. Let's get real, right? That show is more like, that's me at the table. I get emotional. I get pissed off sometimes. Even though it's fake money, I still don't like losing it. I still get angry when things go wrong. And this was, again, a case of things going wrong today. So it's good to see it, right? I think, I'm not going to be, Mr. Happy all the time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. When I lose money, even though it's fake money, I still get angry. So you're getting some reality there. That one for sure. But again, losing 700 and change on the worst possible case feels like the strategy still, I think, has merit. You know what I'm saying? No, Dustin, I didn't say woulda, coulda, shoulda. What I'm saying is this. This strategy does what it's supposed to do. Like, it saves us, right? If I actually go to my drawing thing, let's get that out of the damn way. Let's do this here. Right here, right? It saves you here. It saves you here. It saves you here. It saved us here, here, and here, right? All those check marks, right, are the times where that giant don't pass did its job. Like, the hybrid way of thinking is save me until something good happens. Now, the problem that we had today was that every time we didn't get saved, right, nothing good happened. This was bad, that was bad, that was bad. Normally, when we play the strategy, right, these times where you're not needing the 7 or the don't pass to save you, you can get 3 hits and be bye-bye, right? But we didn't get 3 hits today. And it is what it is, right? The rhythm today was busted. The strategy, I think, is strong. It holds its own. It gives you a chance to get your 3 hits. The problem is today we didn't get our 3 hits, right? And that's just going to be, sometimes you're going to fight that. Math will ultimately win, right? We had how many days where it was easy? Right, we had those 7 wins that we had, probably 5 of them I would say were easy, no sweat wins. 2 of them we had to fight for, and sometimes you're gonna have days like this. And it is what it is, right? But all this speaks to this, right? Discipline. And when I do my daily paychecks, I say it in the preface for that show, which is, it's all about discipline, right? Discipline is the way that I have made it my life in gambling without losing my ass. I've never had this disastrous run where I've lost tens or more than that $1,000. It hasn't happened to me because I have discipline when I play. Now, have I made a fortune? No. And you can see why in the garage here, right? I'll win my 10%, I'll lose my 25, I'll bounce around, I'll have a good run here and there, and it's fine with me. Discipline, and we'll look at this definition every day. It's quality of being able to behave and work in a controlled way, which involves obeying rules or standards, right? That's disciplined play, right? A disciplined mind, I think mine's pretty disciplined. We're rational, we're not tribal, we make informed decisions, and we think critically, okay? All that to say, you're strong. Disciplined mind is a strong mind. And we've talked about this a lot. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of courage to get in that garage every day or go to the casino every day, put it all out there, right? And win 10% and walk away. We're all up at some point. Most of the times you're up a little bit every day, 10% or so. Have the guts to leave. That's discipline. Discipline is I'm going to buy in for 10% of my master bankroll. Let's go over here. I'm going to buy in for 10% of my master bankroll. I'm going to win X percent of my buy-in, and I'm going to get the hell out every day, all the time. Sometimes, today's a good example, you're going to get whacked a little bit. You take your lumps and you hope that you can pull off the discipline move more times than you lose, enough more times than you lose to come out ahead. Okay. If you look at our daily paycheck so far overall, we're like 87 and 13 or something like that, right? We're 85% win rate, roughly, right? 10%, 85% of the times, losing 10 to 25%, 15 times, you come out ahead in the end. We've actually doubled our bankroll by doing it this way. It can work if you're following your rules. Now, I will give you these challenges. I've done these challenges before. I'll show you how they work at the table in a second. If you want to be like exercise your discipline muscle, this is the way that you do it. You do what I'm doing here in the morning shows, right? You do daily paycheck style practicing. And I'll challenge you again. Let me go to the table view. I will challenge you to practice this way. And I put these challenges out there before for everybody, controlled shooter or not, right? If you're a controlled shooter, this should be easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Can you do a 10-30, right? Can you win 10% 30 days in a row? I gave this challenge a while back, right? Chris from Dice DGen took me up on it. Nobody else would take me up on it. Go to the casino 30 times with $100 because the money doesn't matter, right? This is a test of wills, not a test of how much money you can make. I dare you, go to the casino, go to the roll to win table or bubble craps with $100, win $10 and go home. Now I know you're going to say, it ain't worth the gas money to do it. This is not trying to make you any money. This is trying to like go to the gym sort of thing, right? Go to the gym for your brain. Can you go up there with $100 and win $10 and leave? Do you have the balls to do that? And I will tell you this, none of you do. Very few of you do. There's 5 of you out there that I think can actually do that, right? Actually would do the challenge anyway, but do you have the balls to go to the casino, win 10% and walk out the front door? Right? Or are you going to have, and again, I'm looking at like this. We can go to a bubble craft machine and put 32 across on a bubble craft machine, catch a point. There's a point of 6. Let's see if I can't get 2 hits. Can I get 2 hits right here and walk home? Right? Would you do it? No, I don't. There's a 7, right? So, all right, $32. Let's put it over here. 25, 30. And this is why this is hard. Okay, this is why this is hard. Put this over here. Here's our losses, right? It's really hard to win 10%. That's why I say, do you have the balls to do it? Because when you pull it off and you do win your 10%, do you have what it takes to leave? There's a 7 and 11 come out. The white dice, right? The white dice are my nemesis. There's a 9. All right, let's go. 4. Awesome. $9, right? Pays $9, I think. We'll do $9. I'll put our money here in the field. And I might even take that $9. Nah, I won't do it now. We'll just do a little same betting for a minute. Oh my God, another 7. Can you believe us? This is like my morning show all over again, right? There's a 7. So $32 minus 7 is, what is that, $25 or $9? That's $21. So another 21. Look at this, right? 21 more in the hopper that we're down. We have to make all that money back out of our $100. It's hard to win, But if you could have come out the door, right, and won your first 2 bets, would you have walked away? And that's kind of I'm just going to roll and talk here for a minute. That's kind of the thing with this discipline talk is do you have what it takes in you to make a good decision, even though it's one you don't want to make? And that's where the mental gymnastics come in. There's $7 and the puck is going to come off. We'll get some same betting in here. We're going to try and make some of that money back if we can. There's a 10. We earn back the $40 that we lost, right? There's a 5. That's $7 winner. I haven't played $10 table in a long time. All right, there's 2 same bets. that have gotten back some of our losses, which is nice. There's the 7. Boy, oh boy, talk about not being able to fight, right? Is that, let's see, what is that? That is 2 hits here, 1 hit the last time, and no hits the time before. And what do I always tell you? How hard is it to get that 3rd hit, right? I think it's 50% of the time you don't get the 3rd hit. Here we are. We are 0 for. We haven't gotten 3 hits 1 time. Insanity, right? All right, 32 minus 14 is, I don't know, 22, 18 bucks. So now we have to put 18 more dollars into the I lose pile. Look at this. We're going to lose our whole $100. Just trying to get a couple of damn hits, right? Wow. There's 50 bucks. I'm just going to lay it out here for you. $55, $56 down. There's a 6. There's a 4, another $9 winner. Love it. There's a 9. We got 2 hits by the same shooter. How about that? That's going to pay 10 for 3. And there's the 7. That's another, look at that. 2 hits and out, 2 hits and out, 1 hit and out. Boy, oh boy, craps is a hard game. Day 1 of the go to the casino with $100 and win $10 challenge is about to end because we have 32, 50, 60, 70, $2 plus $32 is $104. So we're actually over our limit. We're going to borrow $2 from our neighbor. We're going to take 1 more crack at it. Unless you're going to go dark out of the gate, which I think is what, when Chris did this, I think he just played a don't pass and nothing else to try and win his $10. There's a 5. There's a 10. Hard, man. Hard, hard, hard. I'm going to show you some more challenges here in a minute. There's a 6. Come on, baby. Let's go. 10 for 3. This is going to be the monster roll that gets us back to health, right? There's an 8. Oh, wow. We got 3 hits in the same shooter. I can't believe it. I can't believe we did it. 7. Look at that. A 10. Woo! 10 for 1. And we have 15, 30, $2. We got our money back on this shooter. Look at us go. Our money is back on the shooter. And if we take this back, right, we have not recovered all of our money, but we got 50, 60, $5 back out of our losses, right? So that covers 50, 65. We're only down $7 now, right? From the previous ass kickings plus what's out there. Discipline. Let's go back out, right? Do we go back out or let the shooter finish up? Let's go back out. Let's win. Let's win. Let's win 1 unit. Can we win 1 $10 unit today? A 6-5 yo. No, not yet. There's a 4. All right. That's 10 for 1. 10 for 1. I'm loving it. There's 50. I'm going to try and get to, we need 75 hours. We need 75 hours out here. There's a 10. Oh my God. Look at us. 10 for 1. 10 for 1. There's a 3. Nobody cares about the 3. Just going to same bet my way to glory here. 6. All right. $7. 3. Craps 3. 3 craps 3. Yo 11 yo. You know what's coming, right? 3s and 11s. There's another 10. That pays 10 for 1. Come on, baby. There's a 9. Look at me go. All right, here we are. That's going to pay 7. Okay. Let's do it. 9. Okay, there's another $7. We'll play 10 for 3. Now, we got $75 out here. Actually, $81. There's 100. There's our $10. Now we got lucky with a good shooter at the end. $13. You got to go home. Right? You cannot say, I'm doing okay now, stay forever. Disciplined guy says, let's get out of here. We made our $10. Do you have what it takes to do that? Now, here's another challenge for you. My favorite challenges are these. and I've done this with you before. That's the go to the casino with $100 and win $10 and go home challenge. That's the 10-30 challenge. The other one I do is this, the 3-unit challenge. And this is one of my favorites. Take 3 units. Here I've got, or 15 units. I got $1,500 in the rack, right? 5 times 100, 3 times. Let's take $1,500 and let's win 3 units. Why 3 units? It's 20%. Okay, 15 units, you win 3 units. It's a 20% win. Can we win 20% with this? Can I turn 15 into 3? Watch what I do. Let's just take something like we've been doing this morning, right? We'll take the challenge with the strategy that I've been playing. We'll do the storm. 3, 2, 5. There's our point is 5. Okay, let's drop. Ready for this? 450 in odds. Yikes, right? 450 in odds. I'm just trying to win three units, okay? 450 in odds against that 5. Let's come up here, and we're gonna get all these things in greens. 1, 2, 300 in green. I will get some reds in a minute. And we're gonna go 10. So it's 330 inside, if you had it. I'll take that for $50. 30, 30. All right, here we go. There's an 8. What does that pay? This is going to be $105 for the 8. Odds are going to come down to 300. And if I added right, I think I might have, I feel like I took $50 that I shouldn't have taken. That's 1 hit. There's a 9. That's 2 hits. That pays $105. Okay, and man, looking to win $300, right? Guess what? All this comes back to the rack. I'm done, right? We took $200 hits up top, right? And we can now be done. We can let this bet play itself out. I think, no, you know what? I need one more hit. I need one more. I was thinking about, if I do that, it'll only be $200 locked. Right? I think that's right. Let me double check where I'm at. What was this roll this morning? 1, 2, 300 and 1, 2, 3. That's not enough. Okay, we got to go back. We got to get our other. We need one more hit up here to make it right. Sorry about that. My bad math. Sorry. One more up top hit, and we'll be done. 9. Okay, we got it. There's our $105. Boom, 105. There's your $300 that you needed to win to get out of Dodge. Easy peasy, right? 3-unit challenge. Take 15 units. Win 3 units from the 18. Or from the 15. It's all you got to do, right? And if you break your betting down into like, how can I be out here with is $1, 2, 3, $400. Plus the 15, that was the 3 reds from the 3 hits. And guess what? There's our starting bankroll, right? There's 200 in profit. And what I'll do, I'll take $100, 75 on the 5. We're gonna lock it up, right? Take 15 units and make it look like 18 units. There's the 7. That's fantastic. We pay $100 here. We lose that, and we've won $340, right? Take 15, win 3. That's the 3-unit challenge. I used to call that, right? That's a nice one to do. And again, practice it. This is discipline, right? Do that and walk the hell out. And the challenge is not so much, can you do this? Can I make 3 units? The challenge is, can I do that and get my mental health in a state where I can be okay with walking with the money? Instead of, that was a great shooter, let's take the $300 and go out there 160 across twice and try for a home run. Because that's a non-disciplined thing to do. The disciplined thing to do is to walk right now. And that's what these challenges are for, to give you that sense, right? A 6-unit challenge. Can I win 1 unit from a 6-unit starting point? What if I only had 6 units? What if I only had, let's take this away, 6 quarters, right? This is the Friday Night Fights round 2. right? If I only have 6 units, can I make 1 unit out of that, right? And short stack myself. And again, discipline play. Can I be done? Can I take 6 units, maybe go to the don't, play a little horseman, right? Or maybe play a little come ladder and get out of here, right? With 1 unit win. Can I get a 1 unit win out of 6? Maybe not. I mean, you know, and maybe not your day, but there it is. There's a 1 unit win, right? Look at that. Win in the come, right? Discipline, get me out of here. Put a quarter on the 6 or whatever you want, $24 on the 6, whatever. Let it roll out. Who cares? There's the 7. That comes back to your rack. There's your starting bankroll. There's your 6 units. There's your dollar. There's your 1 unit in profit. Walk away. Walk away. I dare you to do that, right? Not because I want you to not make any money. Not because I'm trying to be a jerk off. Because I'm trying to say, do you have the discipline in your brain to do this, right? We talk about DIs, and Gargoyle will tell you all the time, right? It is boring to practice dice influence. It's boring. It sucks, right? This is boring too. Playing this way may not be super exciting, but guess what? When you walk away a winner, 80%, 85% of the time, it becomes a little bit more exciting to walk away more on the good side than the bad side, because you're not afraid to get out. You're not afraid to get out with your money and leave it there. Now, there's times where, and I get it, there's going to be times where you want to play, stay and play. And we're going to talk about that later in the week. I think Thursday, I've set it up to talk about the playing with your friends, right? Disciplined fun, right? And it can be fun to play. Here we are. We're going to try and get out again. We'll do a little 3-hit thing if we can do it. Can I get 3 hits? I don't know. There's a 4. Can I get 3 hits and walk? No protection, right? But can I take 3 hits and walk? Any way I can. There's a 5-1-6. Can I do this? $35, right? And if I wanted to be this guy and go to 10 and 10, and there's 1 hit, and take some money off this freaking table. There's a 5. That's great. That's going to pay $35, right? Boom, boom. And there we go. We'll reduce those a little bit. There's 2 hits, and no matter what happens here, there's the 8. We got the perfect run, 25, 35, and I'm done, right? Not reducing for the home run, right? Not regressing and trying to kill the casino. There's 100, 50, 160, 50, $110, $115 in profit. Bye-bye. 3 hits and walk, right? Would you, and again, I know you won't. I know what you're going to say. You're all going to say, no way, I'm not driving the casino. I'm not spending my gas money to go up there and win $115 and go home. Especially if it only takes 3 seconds like that. I'm telling you, discipline is a way of life, right? Gargoyle says dice influence is a way of life. Discipline's a way of life. And you've got to train your brain to play that way. You got to train your brain to play that way, okay? You're saying this is not a short game. I'm not sure what you're talking about. That's for me or somebody else. But craps is a short game. I'm sorry to tell you that the way you win at this game, over time, the way that we win is by playing the short game. The short game is where it's at. The more time you're there, the worse it is for you. Unless, and it's a big giant unless you're a actual controlled shooter and you're whacking ATSs, or you're whacking points and you get the dice and you can hold them for a half an hour and 45 minutes. That's a different story. If you're got the dice and you're doing great, different game. But what I'm telling you is this: you got to design strategies and play in such a way that that's going to happen for you more often than not. I just won literally 4 times in a row, right? That doesn't happen every time. But if you can win 4 times in a row and lose the $100 once, win 4 times in a row, lose the $100 once, you're going to either be tied or a little bit ahead over the long course of time. And that's what this is about, right? That's discipline. On a paycheck style. If you have this paycheck mentality, I want to get in, I want to get out, I want to stay healthy. That's what it looks like. It's turning 15 units into 18 units. It's turning 6 units into 7. It's getting 3 hits and walking, right? It's playing for a small percentage. Train yourself to do that. If you want to play for a long time and be regular, train your brain to accept this as the way to do it. What strategy you employ, I do not care. Find the way you like. If the 3-point molly is your thing, cool. 6 nature thing, awesome. Whatever that looks like for you. But practice playing for little but very consistent goals. That's, I think, a thing. Now, the rest of the week, we're going to look at discipline in other ways. I'm going to look at discipline, I think, tomorrow as a way to hit a home run. Can I use disciplined play, hardcore, functional mind, critical thinking mind, to hit a home run with it? Is that even possible? Can I use discipline to stay in rhythm at a table? Can I use discipline to hang out and have a drunken stupor with my friends, right? You could use the theory of discipline. Again, being able to work in a controlled manner, critically thinking, not being part of the tribe, making informed decisions to make a paycheck, to hit a home run, to stay in rhythm, and to have a good old time. Discipline is the key to all of it. It's all about brain strength, right? Like I said, I do push-ups every day to keep my arms going, get my, so I can be buff. I work this shit every single day, daily paycheck, to strengthen this muscle, because this muscle is the one that'll hurt you at the casino. All right, there it is. That is my rant, my lecture, and all that shit here today. Let me take a look at the PCs. Are there any comments for me today? I have, about 5 minutes to go. Let's see. Yeah, the storm hit the brick wall today, Darksider. But I mean, it got killed, but it didn't get, I didn't go bankrupt, right? And I think given time, right, that thing could have come back, right? A better series of rolls. If I'd had this series of rolls out there, right, giving it some more time, it has some fight back in it. Today I was just in a bad headspace. Let's see. Look, and I'm not influencing dice. No, I wish I could. I wish I could. Let's see. Tune in Thursday for the Jeff and Ed show. Yeah. All right. Cool. That's cool. What are you guys doing? I can't wait to see what you guys are doing for the Jeff and Ed show. Is the Jeff and Ed show a weekly thing now? Or are they just doing that once in a while? I have to ask Jeff what they're up to. But yeah, cool. I can't wait to hear what you guys are doing. All right, I got to go to work. It's 8:50. I will see you all tomorrow morning. Wish me luck on Daily Paycheck tomorrow. And you'll have a good day. Hope you have a good kickstart to your week here and have a great week. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks a lot, all. Bye.